Well, good day to you. It is October the 20th. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. My name is Gary Willing, and I want to welcome you to Search for Signs. If you are new, welcome you back if you've been here before. Now, if you want to know more about this information, want to know more about Maitreya and the Masters of Wisdom, why is the teacher coming back now, what does it mean for humanity that he's coming back at this particular time, perhaps, about his priorities, even about some of the miracle signs that have been going on that I think are not only evidence of oneness and hope, but also evidence of the awaited teacher coming back. If you look in the description portion of these videos, there are links to websites that give you really good information about all that. So they're there for if you want, whenever you want to start your investigation. I do recommend checking those out first. But I also want to thank those people who commented since the last time I put a video up. And of course, if you want to join the discussion, you can join the discussion by posting your comment, post your question in the comment section, or you can email me directly at searchforsigns@mail.com. But Timothy Tilden, Lenny and Clora, Maitreya and Cynthia Jaworski, thank you everybody for commenting. I loved your comments. I read all of them. And keep them coming. All right. Now, I didn't get a question that came my way, so I'm going to read an article coming from Benjamin Creme's master entitled The Age of Light. Now, I want to say a few things about this. First and foremost, I do think it's better for you to read these articles yourself. You can do it a couple different ways. You can go to the Share International site. There is a tab that's entitled Articles by the Master, and it has a grouping of them. It's not all the articles by this master. So if you wanted to read every single one of the articles by this master, you would have to buy the book A Master Speaks, Volume 1 and or 2. Link is in the description too. It takes you to Amazon. You can buy the book if you want. But if you just want to read a few of them for yourself, go to the Share International site and read this. You cannot find a better way of understanding who and what Maitreya is, what he means for humanity, how these masters will be teaching humanity in the future, some of the priorities of Maitreya and that kind of thing, better than you can from reading these articles, okay, from this master. The other thing, too, if you go to the Share International site, they do have some, not all of them, but some of the back issues of Share International. You could even read some of the question and answers that people had submitted to that magazine that Ben tried to answer over the years. Some of the same questions that you might have. But also, too, and it's probably something you might not have noticed if you've gone to the Share International site, but there are actually letters to the editor in these back issues of Share. And these letters were written by ordinary people such as myself over the years who have met Maitreya or one of these masters, the Master Jesus, the master from Tokyo, or one of these other masters, and have benefited from meeting them. Talked about what had happened. And some of them are quite extraordinary. And some of them actually have some of the teachings that they're going to start to give humanity already. And you can kind of read it for yourself and perhaps learn something or two about it in that way too. You can also perhaps, maybe, even help you to remember an experience that you had that you might have forgotten that might have been from one of these masters or Maitreya. So I do encourage you to check out the Share International site. Hands down, the best and most informative site about Maitreya and the Masters of Wisdom. So, all right, now let's get on into it. The Age of Light. Now, this article, too, I want to say this. If you are alive today and you are aware of what's going on in the world, you can't help but be aware of this. It's really the antithesis, or it's an anti-progressive movement that's going on. It's like progressive in the wrong direction, right? So you have a group that wants to kind of move things forward, wants to see some changes in some certain areas, like helping the environment, bringing about justice, perhaps bringing about peace and that kind of thing. And then you have this group of people that are against that. For whatever reason, they're against it. More than likely, it's fear. They want to keep things the same way because that's what they know and that's what's comfortable for them. Perhaps has worked for them, right? And that's what they want it to go back to the way it was, or even take it a step or two back farther than that, right? But it's manifesting in a lot of different ways, and it's causing a lot of issues. One of the things that it's manifesting is people are denying some of the scientific discoveries over the past few centuries. There are even people that are claiming that the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? Even after picture after picture after picture that shows that the earth is actually a globe. It's not flat like people think. So, or thought centuries and centuries ago. But yet they're denying their own science, they're denying their own eyes, they're denying information that's readily available to them from the discoveries over the past few centuries. And it's not only that, but it's also other things like scientific and medical discoveries and so forth. And you can't help but wonder, is this a trend? Is this what's it's going to be like in the future? We're thinking that in the future we'd be more enlightened, but it seems like we're extinguishing that enlightenment to some degree, right? Wouldn't you say? Now, if you're kind of downhearted about it and you think it might be hopeless, well, hopefully this article will give you a little bit of hope about the future, that maybe, just maybe, this is the darkest before the dawn. The other thing too is in terms of scientific discoveries and traveling to other planets like some people want to do these days. This is mainly coming from the corporations, right? You got SpaceX, you got Blue Origin, and other companies that want to, they want to go to the moon, they want to go to Mars for a profit. They want to make more money, and they want to sell it back to us at a profit and those kind of things. Well, what this article is saying that in the future, really, it's not going to be about corporations. The corporations aren't going to get their way. This is going to be about humanity coming together and working together to travel the stars eventually. Maybe not, over the next few weeks, but, in time, we will eventually start to work together enough to where we can do those kind of things. There will be a technology that will be given to humanity by the Space Brothers, the same technology that they use to power their cities on their planets, free and clear, clean for everyone to use, that kind of thing. It's an unlimited power source. They use it to travel not only around their planet, but from planet to planet, that kind of thing. They also use it in medicine to regenerate organs and so forth. It's called the technology of light. And there's a lot of information about it on the Sharon National site, but it's a technology that will not be given to humanity until we learn to be a peaceful people. And that's only going to come from the principle of sharing. So that's the only way to bring about peace. Like Maitreya says, without sharing, there will be no justice. Without justice, there will be no peace. And without peace, there will be no future. And this talks a little bit about the future of humanity. It's not more the same. It's an extraordinary future that awaits humanity if we just learn to see each other as one. So let me get on into it. I think my Benjamin Creme's master will explain it better than I can. The Age of Light by Benjamin Creme's master. In each century, a few men emerge who tower over their contemporaries. Their gifts are manifest. Their genius shines forth for all to see and acclaim. We know them as the great discoverers, the painters, writers, musicians, and scientists, whose work has led humanity forward in a growing awareness of itself and its potential. In recent times, their emphasis has been on science and the expansion of human knowledge. This has prepared the way for an extraordinary awakening of men's minds on a scale until now beyond hope of achievement. Man stands today on the threshold of a new enlightenment, of discoveries which will cast into the shade all previous accomplishments. This coming time will be known as the Age of Light, and light in all its meanings and manifestations will become the provenance of man. Already the signs are there for the discerning that man is knocking on the door that leads to the chamber of light. Ancient darkness and ignorance are being banished as men grapple with the implications of new insights and technology. Soon, the science of light, the divine science, will be revealed to man's astonished gaze, and a major landmark on man's journey of evolution will have been reached. Until now, only the specialist few have access to this science of light, but already steps are being taken to make its benefits available for all. The needs of all for power and light will be met safely and simply, the sun itself being harnessed in this cause. United in love, under the banner of Maitreya, men will forge new pathways to the stars. As man explores her mysteries, nature will yield up her secrets and reveal the ordered beauty underlying all. Thus will begin a new and simpler life under the guidance of Maitreya and his disciples. Cheerfully, men will relinquish the divisions of the past and enter into a new harmony with all that lives. For long, men have searched in vain for the key to this yearned-for harmony. Always their highest aspirations and efforts have been to no avail. Now, for the first time, the dawning realization of oneness is impressing men to share and to regulate their living along more just and safer lines. The new era, the era of light, is upon us, and in this coming time, men will find the inspiration and guidance which their forefathers lacked or ignored. Now, at last, men and the masters will work and move forward together, united in the common bond of brotherhood and trust. Our example will inspire men to superhuman efforts and achievements, and bring the light into the hearts and minds of all. Thus will it be. Thus will the great secrets of creation be revealed, and thus will man become the creator and regulator of his own destiny, a godlike being worthy of the name of man. Remember to take action and help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos.